Welcome to today's video. We are back for another trucking vlog. We are picking up once again right where we left off. So we are heading down, well, obviously not right now. I'm standing in the truck, not driving it, but we are about to head down to Albany to pick up an empty trailer, and then we're dropping that empty trailer and picking up a loaded trailer. And the load is our first 3-stop delivery. We have got 3 separate places that we are going to with this one trailer to deliver, and it is also our first delivery to Nevada. So our first delivery that is not to somewhere that is California, Oregon, or Washington, and I am very excited. I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta get DEF, and then I'm gonna get out on the road, and I don't think I'll probably have much for you guys until honestly probably tomorrow, but I at least wanted to start the video today and let you guys know what was going on and everything, and that way if something does happen I can record it without having to record my intro in a rush. So let's go ahead, get on the road, get the day started, and let's do this. It is now morning. I almost said hello and welcome to today's video, but this video started yesterday. So yes, it is now morning. I did not record anything last night as I expected. That is because when I got to the shipper, it was already dark. Also, that's the shipper that doesn't allow you to record on the property anyway. So didn't record anything last night. Starting fresh today, we are going to make it all the way to Reno today. The plan is to spend the night at the facility, essentially. They say that we can park in the same parking lot. We can't park like right behind where I'm delivering, but we can park in that same like complex, essentially. So we are just gonna drive all the way to where we're delivering and spend the night there. And I think we've got a little bit of driving to do that's all going to be kind of familiar, so I don't think I'll have any dash cam clips just quite yet. I might have another GoPro clip or two because we got to do a fuel stop and stuff, but either way, let's get on the road. Alright, I just did my pre-trip, and look at this crap, dude. Somebody dumped their piss bottle and splashed it on my frickin' truck, and like got it everywhere on the side of my truck. And if you're wondering how I know that it's piss, trust me, I can smell it. Ridiculous, dude. People have no respect anymore. I can't believe it. So ridiculous. So ridiculous, dude. Man, I am really mad about that. Because, I mean, like, one, that's just disgusting and like so disrespectful to do that. But then two, I like looked, I was gonna, you know, once I saw that I was like, okay, well, I need a truck wash anyway, might as well, you know, get one now. And I looked, and there's no truck washes along my route that are, we specifically have to go to Blue Beacon truck washes, and there's none along my route, so that really sucks. I guess I'll just have to get a wash, you know, next time I pass one. But man, that is so lame. I just can't believe that there's anybody out there that would, I mean, I can't believe it. People are gross, you know, and people are disrespectful, but I don't know. It's crazy to me. Well, anyways, we're getting on the road. I took a second look at our route. I probably will be honest, I didn't need to. I always like to do my due diligence, but, you know, so I looked on the atlas and made sure that the route that the company had given me was a good route. But I mean, I really don't think I needed to, considering the fact that the guy that I did my live loaded call with last night, he said that this specific load this company has been doing since he started working here 15 years ago, and they've done this load at least once a week, every week for that entire 15 years. So yeah, really don't think I have to worry about the routing that they're giving me being wrong. But again, like, you know, everybody always says in truck school and everything, and I mean, I also just believe it, which is always do your own due diligence, you know, don't trust what anybody says. So I looked on the atlas, and sure enough, the route that they gave me is good. So we are all set. We're going to be on I-5 for a little while. I'm not sure exactly how long. I think about 100 miles. And then once we get to the Shasta area, we're going to cut east, and we're going to take 89 east to 44 east to 36 east, which is basically all the same highway, it just kind of changes names. And then we take 395 south to our destination. We've got about 400 miles in total that we're going to do today. And as you might see in my peripherals here, this is my idea for the new scenery footage. So I'm actually going to see. I don't even have to look. I can flip my little switch. I've already got it set up pointing where I want it to, and then again, without even looking, I know which button is to record, so I can just press record, let it record its thing, which is what this is, and then I can stop recording and turn it off. Don't even have to look, and instead of having 1 to 2 full minutes of footage that I have to comb through to find out which, you know, part looks the prettiest or which part doesn't have me talking over it or whatever, I now instead have, you know, maybe 5 seconds of footage that I can go through. So I have it set up now, even though I'm probably not going to use it until we're cutting off of I-5, but have it set up now so that way I can kind of like test it on this little trip here. And then if it doesn't work, I know that for the new stuff, I should use that one. So yeah, so this is a good little test trip for this camera. Now, it does result in it kind of seeing some of my dash, whereas from the dash cam, it doesn't see that, you know, it only sees what's out of my front windshield, like the mirrors and stuff. But at the same time, this camera is a little bit lower, so it actually might capture more up high. It obviously is also going to see the dash cam in its, you know, view, so I'm sorry if that kind of ruins it a little bit, but hopefully the positives to you guys are worth the negatives, because they are to me at least. The positives being that I can hopefully upload videos quicker because I won't have to edit out as much, and the negatives being that the dash cam is kind of in the way. But I hope that that is cool with you guys. But I think that's going to be it for now, and I will catch up with you guys probably, well, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, I just realized I'm kind of dumb. I said, oh, I think it's like, you know, 100 miles to when we cut off of I-5, when I literally could have just looked at my GPS and it says it's 170 miles. So quite a bit further than I thought, but also like I'm more so just dumb for the fact that I thought that it was only, you know, or that I didn't realize that I could look at my GPS to find out how far it is. Okay, we are pulling up to our exit for our fuel stop. I think I'm also going to stop here to grab something to eat real quick, just because it's like, I guess it's 10:45. It's a little earlier for lunch, but I just eat lunch early sometimes. So that's what we're going to do today. And just mainly because I don't want to have to stop again unless I like absolutely have to. I would prefer to do the whole rest of the trip all in one go, so if I can avoid having to stop to eat, that would be great. The camera with the scenery, you know, for the scenery, the new idea that I'm trying, it seems to be working out pretty well. While I'm stopped, I'm also going to look back at that and see if that looks good, and then decide if I'm going to use it for the rest of the trip or not. If the clips are good, I'm going to put in the ones that I used to test if it's good or not, so you will have already seen those, but still, it seems like it's pretty good, and it's much more sturdy than I thought it would be. Like when I turned and hit bumps and slowed down and sped up and stuff, it never like looked like it was going to fall over, which is what I was worried of, so that's also a positive. So now my fingers are just crossed that the footage actually looks good and I can use that, because it is super easy, like I kind of stated the last time I talked to you guys. It's super easy to just reach over, turn on the camera, press the button, let it record for a couple seconds, and then call it good. So I'm really hoping that that is the case. And I say as I accelerate and it starts to fall over. That's too funny. I guess I hadn't gotten a good enough test on the acceleration yet. Either way though, it was still easy to catch. So I think we'll be fine. And it's not like I'm accelerating super often. At least not, like in that case I was accelerating on an uphill. So that probably played a part as well. I think it'll be fine. I think this will be a good solution. Okay, we have completed our break and we're getting back on the road. So I think at this point I've now got like 90 miles until we get to, oh, it's beeping at me because there's a guy in my blind spot. Thank you, truck, for giving me information that I didn't need. Anyways, we are getting back on the road, and I think we've got about 90 miles until we cut off and go towards somewhere new. And I did look back at the footage from what I am now considering the scenery camera, and it looked great. So we are going to be using that camera for all of the new scenery when we do cut into new territory. So I will let you guys know when we are getting off of I-5 and heading to new places. All right, we are taking our exit towards Reno. That is where we are delivering. We are delivering in Reno. So this highway essentially takes us all the way to where we want to go. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, it is a little weird, so it turns into like it's got some different highway names, but it essentially, I just stay on this highway and it takes me all the way there. So should be pretty straightforward. And we have got 217 miles to where we are parking, which is at the facility, the place that we're delivering to. So thank you, farting truck, for interrupting my video. We've got 16 miles, but we've got 216 miles of brand new territory that we are going to be going through. This is completely new to me, completely new to the channel, obviously, therefore, and I am super excited. I don't really know anything about this area. Like, I assume we're going to go through some mountain ranges and then probably also some flat land, but I don't really know much about this area, so I'm excited to get to experience it and get to share it with you guys. And also, one thing I want to note is that with the scenery camera here, I was talking about how the dash cam kind of gets in the way, but I didn't think about the fact that this is not just like a static cam. I can just kind of zoom in like this, and then you still get a fantastic view, and you don't have to worry about the dash cam being in the way. Now, you do still have to kind of worry about the stuff on the windshield. That is now a new worry for me that I noticed, because there were some bug splatters that got on the windshield, and also like in certain ways when the sunlight shines on the windshield, there was some like marks on the windshield, like on the inside, like dirt marks, or like, I don't know, maybe last time I cleaned the windshield, like I left some streaks there. You can see those. So still there are some drawbacks to the scenery camera as opposed to the dash cam, because the dash cam is so close to the windshield that those things aren't really a problem. But I still think that this is going to be much better using the scenery camera as opposed to dash cam. So all those things said, we are now getting into that new territory, and it is already looking really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy probably 200 miles worth of scenery. Oh, I guess one more thing, one final thing. It is going to get dark before we get there, so there is going to be some scenery that we're not really going to get to fully enjoy. But I do think that this camera will also get kind of like nighttime shots better than the dash cam will. So hopefully this will all work out nicely, and again, we'll still get a ton of scenery footage. So let's go ahead and cut to some scenery. the second time I've been on a really pretty drive and had somebody pass me on a double yellow. And I'm sure it happens all the time, but it's just crazy. Like, people are that impatient. Like that. I mean, you saw. Funny enough, I was recording a scenery clip, and I mean, you see that now there's a dotted line, and like you can see. I mean, I guess now you can't, but there was enough time that had he just waited like 10 more seconds, 15 more seconds maybe, he would have had a dotted line and would have been able to see a lot further, and instead he decided to pass around a blind corner. It's so weird, dude. Like, people just don't care about themselves at all, or anyone else. They're just in such a hurry. It's crazy. I don't get it. Well, while I'm talking to you guys anyway, I realized that with this camera, there's a couple other added benefits. So one is that since it's on a tripod, you can see I can move it left and right without having to look at it. Like right now I'm kind of pointing you guys towards it, but I'm still looking at the road, and I can just kind of aim it left and right. And so, like in the situation that we just had where the pretty views were off to the left, I just gave it a quick kind of turn, and I just kind of hope that it is seeing what I want it to see. But I mean, I would assume it is. And then, you know, when I want to turn it back straight, I just aim it back straight. So another added benefit to it being using this camera now instead of the dash cam is that I have that freedom of movement. Same with like up and down and left and right, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty sweet. I'm actually really, really liking using this as opposed to the dash cam. Okay, there was just a sign for a rest area in 2 miles. I definitely did not expect there to be any out here, but that is pretty sweet. So I'm gonna be able to stop, take a quick bathroom break, maybe grab a screenshot, maybe grab a picture for the thumbnail. So also usually, like, I've noticed rest areas seem to almost always have a really nice view, so we'll see what the view is at this one. And I'm excited for you guys to see it. Speaking of pretty views, some nice open land there. Sun setting makes it a little hard to see, but still cool. This has been a very, very pretty drive so far. I am thoroughly enjoying it, and lots of snow on the ground, which is pretty, but it's not in the road, which I really like. I love that. I love that I'm not having to deal with snow while still getting to enjoy the prettiness of the snow. I got very lucky that I got this trip when the weather is super nice. I mean, it's been, for the most part, like 50 degrees and super sunny. Now it's 45, but even still, I mean, it is nice and sunny, clear. I mean, there's not a single cloud in the sky. It is a gorgeous day. I am very, very thankful that I got this trip on when there's such nice weather. And here we are coming up to our rest area. Let's see if it even is truck friendly. I guess I don't actually know that for sure. Well, it doesn't say no trucks, and normally when it is not truck friendly, it says no trucks. So we're gonna pull in. Man, straight into the sun, dude. That is not fun. I can't reach my thing. There we go. Oh yeah, this looks like it is definitely truck friendly, which is nice. Yeah, there's a sign that says trucks, where to park. Cool. Here is the truck parking. Very, very nice. Wow, it's a nice looking rest area too. Alright, so we will get out and grab our screenshot. I said screenshot again. Grab our picture for our thumbnail and take a look around. It's nice to get out and stretch the legs. Man, that is pretty. Alright, I'm gonna put you guys back in the truck, go do my business, and then we'll get back on the road. We are getting back on the road. We've got about 115 miles to go, and it is starting to get dark. I mean, obviously not like dark, but you know, the sun is setting. It is, once the sun gets to this point, it gets dark pretty quick. So I don't know how much more scenery footage we're gonna have left after this, but I will get what I can, and then once it's dark, I think we're just gonna be out of luck. But either way, 115 miles to go, so probably it'll take me a little over 2 hours to get there, and then we'll just find somewhere to park and call it a night. obviously getting dark, so I don't know if you guys will even be able to see this, but the water reflects the mountain or the hill, I guess. Mountain, I guess. I would call that a mountain. And it just looks so crazy because you can see the full reflection of the mountain in the water, and it looks so trippy. That is so cool. I hope you guys can see that. We have just crossed the border. We are now officially in Nevada. We have got about 18 miles until where we are parking at the receiver. And I think that's pretty much all I got. I'll see you guys there. We are officially in Reno. We have taken our exit and we are now making some turns, and the Costco is nearby. We don't actually have to, we basically make this right and then a left onto Harvard, and then we're there. And Harvard is the next main street, the next light. I am here, like, not early, but like everything is still open, so I'm a little worried, but hopefully we'll still be able to pull through the like dock area and everything, and we'll still be able to park behind the building without any issues. You know, hopefully nobody will mess with us. Ooh, that's a nice Porsche. Oh, and of course, all we could hear was the pickup truck. Man, I really wanted to hear that Porsche. It looked like a GT3 or something. Here is the Costco, and then I believe the loading dock is around the back, and they said we can't park right behind the Costco. We have to park down near, there's a furniture store, I guess, that we have to park near. So we're gonna continue on past this, but we're gonna go in this driveway. And the reason we can't park here is because of all these houses, these apartments or whatever. That's why we have to go down to the furniture store. Doesn't seem like there's anything going on back here, so that is kind of nice to know that I'm not going to be in the way of anything. It looks like there's also room to turn around, which is what I was worried about. I was worried I would get down here and then not be able to turn around and go back to the loading docks and face the, you know, the right way. I was worried I would have to like back all the way back down or something, but it doesn't look like it. So now, I don't know if, so this is the furniture store. I don't know if they meant just to like park right here, or, oh, that's a curb. Oh, and there's a person pushing a shopping cart full of stuff. So I don't know if they meant like right here, or if they meant like over there near the freeway. I think I remember the instructions saying park by the freeway. So we're gonna park right over here. Okay, I guess this is where we're supposed to park, because there's the furniture store right there, and it says by the furniture store next to the freeway, and there's the freeway. So okay, well, I'm going to call this good, and you guys won't be able to see me if I turn the camera around, so that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. I had a wonderful time doing a new drive, and it was super pretty. Loved all the snow and everything, and getting to try out the new camera, which I now have taken down obviously, but getting to try out the new idea for the scenery camera seemed to be really cool. I'm excited to look back at that footage, and yeah, in the next video we'll actually do the 3 deliveries and everything, and I hope I will see you guys then. So if you made it this far, thank you so much. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in that next video. Peace.
Say goodbye.